Long time no see. I was at a college tour, alright, getting this college level education. Really, it was a university tour. Took a week. Back home, 3 weeks, I wish. 3 days left before the end of spring break. That's how my spring break was spent. I'll reserve complaints for later. Today is an hour of Trapper. Here comes the Trapper. You better watch out for his traps. Here comes the Trapper. Something, something, ginger snaps. Shout out to Salmonation. Yeah, just because I feel like it. Last killer I need to get to level 50 at this current point in time is Huntress. But I don't feel like playing a 110 killer. So, I'm playing the Trapper. First match with him today. I'm using 2 bag add-ons like a weirdo. Start off with a lot of traps. That's kind of funny. I just held my lunge. Trapper can be cool because he's the most plain killer in the game, besides a killer like, say, Leatherface. And I mean plain in the sense that you just look for people and hit them. You know, standard killers. Nothing else. Someone get trapped? Take it. Unlucky. You have a 25% chance to escape traps base without a small game, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. So the fact that he didn't free himself in time, I think that's crazy. That is extremely unlucky. Maybe I'll get lucky and catch someone lacking with that one. I see someone over here. Trapper is always pretty fun, but he is very add-on dependent. That is one thing I dislike about him. Meaning he's not very good in naked. Oh, Jeff. You can see my perks. I played Trapper before I was playing the other killers, so things are kind of... I don't have many perks, to say the least. Lucky that trap wasn't active, otherwise he would have got caught. So, I'll end this loop while I can. Alright, he ran away from it. I'm gonna recollect this because this is a very badly placed trap. If he's not staying to loop. This usually catches people off guard if they're not watching me. They have applied 0 types of pressure on me, so I have nothing really to worry about. Pressure over here. Second time she did that, by the way. Back in my arms, you go, my love. My God, love you so much. We have a bond closer than we can possibly imagine. Being that this is my first game with Trapper, and you see my add-ons, I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of trap placement. I'm kind of just hitting things where I feel like my heart says they should be. So clearly, my brain is big for that. Wow. We're breaking hooks now, aren't we? No footstep noises, by the way. Absolutely no footstep That's why I couldn't tell her that Legacy was. If you don't put this down, I'm trapping you. Yeah, I'm trapping you. I heard him. I mean, I know he had dead hard to stay good, but I thought I got my lunge for it. Hesitated. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be an easy first game. Really just one. No pressure on me. He knows this is here, so I'm going to get rid of it. Random traps get a surprisingly high amount of people. You might be thinking, okay, Steve, what the hell are you doing just placing traps in the grass here? You'd be amazed. To say the least. You think this will... Don't make this... Okay, I'm right there. I have no idea why he did that. He's right there. Hello, David. I mean, Adam. Why do people do this? If you're not farming, then why do that? In case David's trying to be slick. Just in case David wanted to be cheeky and try to slam the pallet on him. Good job, Adam. I don't know. First game is Trapper. Not my first game of the game. Also, I have been getting randomly DC'd from Xbox Live. So if that happens, it'll cut this off, and long story short, I would not be very happy. Hello, David. You've been found. I see him right here. He really likes this tile. Depend on it so much. Did he slowly go through? Where'd he go? Hello. I really lost it. 99% of the time, all the time. David's yes. Weird. Also, it is ice cold in my room. Also, I'm going to exercise the Pizza Steve 44 exercise regime. I shouldn't have said exercise the first time. Essentially, 10 push-ups after every match. Lead is called and said, probably gonna get this. Let's see. I should really pay attention to who's who. I'm guessing that was David in first place, yeah. David seemed to be the only one who had any semblance of what the hell he was doing. Lightweight with Ritz. Weird, weird, weird. Alright, first game. First game took 10 minutes. Oh my. I'm going to save the push-ups though till the loading screens of the preceding match to reserve time and, you know, stamina and all that. After I finish Huntress, I'm thinking Legion. since they're just about to change them. So you might see, depending on how quickly this next patch rolls around, you might see some pre-change Legion and post-change Legion in my 3-video series for each DLC kit. Flower Babushka. And I got no types of blood points, eh? Okay, here you can see what I mean. Yeah, I played Trapper before I got the rest of the killers done, so I have essentially nothing. It seems that I played Hag before him and Wraith. And yeah, that's it. Alright. So, for add-ons, I always go a bag. Trapper, I never go without a bag. And I usually go with some setting speed of some sort. Basically just buffing his basic ability. Not the actual traps themselves, but the idea of the setting of them is nice and quick. And a bag, you cannot play without a bag as Trapper, in my opinion. Unless you're running Iridescent Stone and Bloody Coil, or one of those two, which is the self-setting, I'm gonna do the push-ups, which is the self-setting traps and the injury, if they disarm them, you can't go without a bag. It takes too long to set up. By the time you set up, the match is over, if you don't have Ruin. And that's, even with Ruin, they might just find it. Alright, here we go. Remember, 10 after every match. You can join me if you want. I'm in my underwear. Mind you, my form is terrible. And if you're wondering why I don't sound like I'm out of breath, the first 3 maybe sets aren't really exhausting. But it adds up, and eventually you're going to be ready to collapse. End game collapse. Get it? Because, yeah. Yes, my form is absolutely atrocious. When I was at that college tour, the 3 boys I was dormed with in the hotels, they did push-ups right before sleep. These are all athletes. Dude did him on his damn knuckles, but we had a carpet. I'm not gonna do knuckles on freaking hard apartment floor. Ice cold. Technique I use is diamond push-ups, which basically take your hands, extend them, right? Like you're going for a high five, and then turn your left hand to the right and your right hand to the left. That's what those are. So your arms are closer together. It's the easiest for me to do. Alright, leave me alone, okay? I weigh like 120 pounds and I'm like 5'11". It's not good. Okay. Oh shoot, this is gonna be weird. This is going to be really weird. Alright, fine. I'm game. Yeah, Trapper Bag enables you to carry 3 traps, which is very good. So, that's an awesome Ruin location, or Hex location in general. If they find that, I'm gonna be amazed. Cool thing about Trapper, though, is he does instill fear. When people realize it's the Trapper, they start being very weary of where they're stepping, and just paranoid in general. Irritating is quick burst. He did not use that correctly. Yeah, he had quick burst and used it horribly. She left. No idea what her plan was. I have no idea. What the hell are these matches? Straight up, what are these matches? I feel like I've gotten so much better at killer since when I first played this game. Oh my god! Reminder, I've been watching this game for years. Okay, years. I kept up with patch notes and whatnot. And I didn't even own the game. Never thought I'd be playing it. Nice, we don't get anything from it. What the hell is going on? The frames, dude. Because the rain, look at it. It's like shopping. Never thought I'd be playing it, but I feel like I got so much better. I know, real funny saying, oh, you think Justin was ready to just nice and that Claudette. You think I'm paying any attention to these games? These survivors are light work, okay? I got no reason to steal my behind off these guys. Alright, got tons of pressure. Yeah, this is looking like a done deal for them already. How many traps have I set? Only one. You know, I wouldn't doubt that this would catch someone lacking. I think I'm gonna head back towards her. No need. I have another target. I almost stepped in that trap I just set. She'll probably get to free herself before I reach her. How unfortunate. I hear you. Do it again. Always pick up your traps as you walk past them. You'll probably get freed by a friend. 2 for 1. Wait. Huh? Shouldn't Mia be down on the floor? I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Please tell me in the comments when you're back. I'm just gonna reset this. Whew. Never know, never know. Also, the generator over there. Hello. Why can't I see you? Medal of Man? Did you get Medal of Man? Yeah, that's Medal of Man. That's why I can see her. Okay, that's why she made it out, Medal of Man. Good job. Right next to me. No gentleman then, by the way. Yeah, in low ranks, no one knows what to do against Ruin. It's actually very sad. Hello. Maybe we're trying to set traps. Got me going. You should run right here. Mia. Good job, casual. Hello. My way. Good job. You go downstairs. Okay, here's where you belong. God damn, yeah. I'm gonna reset this. It's very satisfying to trap people. Makes you feel like a good brain game, you know? If I get Bloodhound, that will make my trapper like a lot. Also, good job being the only one that did the generator. Where'd Meg go? If I get Bloodhound, I think I'll replace him with a Strength Pusher. Because either I'm losing my touch with scratch marks, or scratch marks are bugging out. But you remember some of the things you saw when I was other case. It couldn't have all been my fault, did it? Did I just hear? It was probably a fire barrel I heard. I swear I heard someone. Oh, one of the most satisfying things is catching the last survivor of the trap you set. Yeah, basically when you fight the trapper, tall grass is a no-no. That's usually how most cautious players will act once they know it's a trapper. Take out this power. Everything should be set now, right? Correct. Good job. I didn't know how long of a gun that would be. Messed up. How'd she get through that? Also just went to the left. Dang, now I lost all my pressure on her. Where's my audio? Hello? Oh my god, Cortana, piss off. Jesus Christ, man, Cortana! I'm not gonna blame anything on her there, but Jesus, man, imagine if that happened when I was mid-teacher. Cortana is the #1 killer in every video game ever. Can't wait to get surveillance for the pig. I think I have too many traps set around here. Need to spread love. Hello, I messed up. Messed up those future. You've been spotted. Yo, why is she weird crouching maneuvers? Like I'm gonna lose you. Hello. Oh, and she started under my hooks. For that, you get punished. I think the paladin has been used, right? Yeah. Cortana just popped up. That's why I stood still. Just Cortana absolutely just popped up on my screen. She did it again, too. But probably because I was saying her name. But you have to say 2 words before she pops up, dude. That's fucking I swear to God, I'm hearing sloshy footsteps approaching me. This goddamn rain and the fire barrels, they don't mix well. Every hex would spawn in a place like this. Look at that. That is amazingly well hidden. Unless you're right here, there's almost no way you're seeing this thing. Jesus Christ, man. The game's over. Just let me freaking kill you. Stop all this saving nonsense. Hey, look, give up. Yes, come to me. Bow to me. Hello. You're a worse gamer, by the way. How much good is it? Good job. Good friggin' job. I have so many more I need to share with you. Sounds horrible. I mean, that's what Val said in Bleach. Last two. I have so much pleasure. Oh my god, I just 2-pipped. Y'all, this is the first time I've ever 2-pipped since the new patch where pipping became harder. And I did it with the trapper. They didn't watch out for my traps. Feast your eyes. Still didn't even get all reds, but still. Feast your eyes. That's the last time you'll ever see that happen, by the way. Yeah, Metal of Mon. 2 Metal of Mons, actually. Metal of Mon is pretty good against Trapper, since he only has a basic attack unless you fall into his traps. Alright, time to spend those blood points on Huntress. I think next video I'll show you all my nurse. Who doggy? Hitting me with but I will still go in and try. That's all that matters. But I'm trying. You guys are just mean. Someone will say something nice about me in the comments. So that's why I may seem a bit autistic when I go to select something when it clearly says I'm out of blood points. So piss off if you were gonna laugh at me like the damn bullies you are. It ain't easy being a celebrity like these secret wars. Right? Yeah, alright. I'm gonna read these fans. I was going to break cars against that surf phone. It's stupid, don't be mad at me. Yeet. 2 toolboxes, 2 flashlights. This is gonna be interesting. Hook sabotaging, / gen rushing, / me not being able to hook anyone because flashlight saves and hook sabotaging. Hook sabotaging can still be a semi-viable strat. It's just nowhere near as good as it used to be around when the game launched. For obvious reasons. You know, once it's not permanent anymore, it loses about 95% of its power. But you can still get some clutch hook sabotages. You can still sabotage enough hooks to where the killer can't hook anyone for maybe 2 or so minutes. But then they will slug, and slugging can sometimes be even harder to deal with than hooking, than saving someone from the hook. Because depending on the IQ of the survivor, some people won't freaking recover themselves, so it takes way longer to save them, which leaves you as bait for the killer to just murk you. All sorts of shenanigans can arise from it. So slugging itself still is a viable strategy, and there are perks that resolve around slugging. Knockout, Deerstalker, Infectious Fright. Infectious Fright is kind of a somewhat of a slugging perk. You can use it as a slugging perk, but you also could use it in other assets. But ooh, Deerstalker on my Hillbilly has gotten me so many 4-mans because, like I said, when I was playing Hillbilly, my matches were just straight up too easy. And what would end up happening was sometimes I'd have 4 people down. Stupid stuff like that shouldn't happen. But that's how it was with my Hillbilly game, and Deerstalker saved me so much time and got me so many blood points because people wouldn't just bleed out. They would get hooked. As they should. Now I could incorporate Knockout into my build, being that I have leveled up Leatherface. So I can do some cool stuff. Deerstalker, Knockout, Barbecue, and Chili. What else do you need? Nurse's Calling or something on Hillbilly? Really, with Hillbilly, it's your add-ons, but he can do good without add-ons. Hillbilly is just such a good killer. Oh my god, not again, man. Look at the frames. Ugh, piss off, man. Fine, I'll play to your desires, man. Doing your evil. Evil, evil, evil. Let's see how lucky I am with my ruin this time. It's all the way across the map. Only one trap here, so I'm gonna pick it up. should run into me. Alright, the meat is on. That's a really good power. I hate how sometimes the killers will breathe like a survivor. It even does if a killer's like Huntress in them. They sometimes just have a random breath that's just very human. I'm gonna assume that's... Those scratch marks may have been going into my basement. I'm not entirely sure. Works 95% of the time all the time. Alright, I want to push her over here, away from the killer shack. If I can. This might be a bad game for me. Because I had a very bad start. If they get another gym by the time I get this girl, then I'm probably going to make that deal for me. He's not looking behind her at all. Here, I might be able to make something out of this. Basement is not here. Wasn't that quite a rock? I've got no trap set. That's a horrible pallet. Yeah, it's looking ugly. God, the weird echoey noise is really throwing me off. As you can see, I still don't know this map. She knows I could have tracked that. 360 incoming. Try it. I can't even see where she went. Hello. Like, she completely vanished from me. What am I doing? Yeah, I have actually. Was it really that worth it? The hell was that? You see the frame rate? That's kind of why I didn't want to swing. Because, god damn, the frames. Also, you gotta love the epic 360 gamer adventure by her. Thank you, Adam, for getting me all this pressure. Super hits right now. I hear someone right here. I have very little reason to move. I'm gonna get the strap and head back. Alright, GG. And that's me one kill at least. They're not gonna try and stop me from doing that. The frame rate makes it so hard to hit people that do this nonsense. Alright, GG. Unless you have decisive, and that's 2 at least. No decisive, GG. Can't wait to get called a garbage tunneling killer after this one. Yeah, it's very hard to track 360s with a weird FPS like this. It's because of the rain. Look at it. I'm turning the reeds. Borrowed time would have done them wonders right there. If they had borrowed time, that probably would have been a losing situation right there for me. Or a near unsalvageable situation. But because of horrible altruism, this went from a potential 4-man escape to looking like a 3-man almost guaranteed. The generator down there, I don't... it's just in a very bad situation. Some generators in their position, you really just can't do anything about. Why can't I pick that up? Oh, I have some traps. That was the last trap I just set to, right? That saved me a lot of headache. Yeah, definitely for sure one awesome thing about Trapper. He can end the chase faster than any hillbilly or Leatherface can in some situations. He'll turn an injured survivor into an immediate kill. GG, by the way. I was kind of worried about this one, because it was looking horrible. But bad altruism gave me the win. And usually bad altruism turns into them blaming the killer for doing their job and being called a dirty tunneling camper. I'll definitely tell you if I get any messages. Highly doubt I'll find him before he finds the hatch. Have they fixed the die add-ons? Nice. What is that, 2 4-mans, 1 3-man? Nice. Okay, as long as it ain't D-rank and man. Wow, look at this gamer setup. Urban? Adrenaline. Could have been a dicey situation. Alright, I'll tell you if I got a message. Everyone's on MK11.
I hope you guys will enjoy it without me.
Ugh, these last 2 levels feel like they're taking forever. I feel... Trapper really does not get blood points. Because his deviousness can either be some of the best in the game if your trap game is on flickities, or some of the worst, because you can honestly go entire matches without getting a single trap on anyone, which is very crippling to one's self-esteem. But that's just part of the process, really, is Trapper. TBHT. They should buff Rusted Jaws to have this and Mangled and Hemorrhage. I don't see why not. His add-ons need some type of buffing. The only good ones are the bags and the purple ones. Purple and red. Which makes sense, I guess. But there can be so much, you know? Because other killers have good add-ons that can be brown, like the spark plug for the chain plug. Alright, push-up time. Here we go. I just came out the shower too, so my body's feeling all squeaky clean and wrinkly. Excuses, excuses. Do not give me the temple of purgation, please. Alright, I'm gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I messed up on 6. On 6, I went way too low. Almost couldn't get back up. Alright, this is the 4th match. I think we can have room for 5 if this is another quickie. Or this is going to be a 20-minute hatch standoff game. I've yet to show you all that. But sooner or later, or actually just sooner, the hatch will be no more. No more hatch standoffs. It will be glorious, I hope. I miss Ascend, Hand of Call, and Spartacus Legends, and Naughty Bear, and Halo Reach. But Halo Reach I could always go back to. Naughty Bears Online has always been dead. Ascend, Hand of Call, they randomly shut down the servers, and that was one of the saddest days in gaming. Spartacus Legends, same thing happened. Effin' chat, especially for Spartacus Legends. That game was as it said. That looks like a horrible... yeah. Horrible ruin. It's just waiting to be loved. So reason why I'm trapping it is that way they have to undo my trap. So I'll get notified at least when someone's there. And depending on how far I am, it might buy me enough time to capture the person. To subdue them. Saying subdue makes me feel like some officer. I think I could have hit her. Maybe. Damn, she wasn't behind her at all. People really will stand there. Alright, well this match isn't really